Hello friends, welcome back to my channel Quest for Knowledge. Today I have brought a very wonderful poem that is Still I Rise, written by Maya Angelou. So first we'll go through about the poet so that we can understand what the poem is all about and what the writer has faced in her life so that it has made her to rise and to write this poem. Maya Angelou, born on April 4, 1928 in St. Louis, Missouri, United States of America to Afro-American parents. So, Maya Angelou is an author, was an author, poet, storyteller, civil rights activist. She has actually published 7 autobiographies which records about her experiences of life. Her autobiographies represents her childhood. She has described and recorded her experiences on childhood, on her adulthood, etc. So she has 3 books of essays and several volumes of poetry. She has received dozens of awards and more than 50 honorary degrees. Maya is known for her series of 7 autobiographies which focus more on her childhood and early adult experiences, and Maya had the experience of getting humiliated in her life. So the autobiography says about all of the things what and all that she has faced in her life. Her best autobiography is I Know Why the Cage Bird Sings, for which she received a National Book Award. She is also regarded as the spokesperson of the black people. All her literary works are praiseworthy and brought her name, fame and recognition from 1974 to 2000. Maya Angelou passed away on May 28th of 2014. So, Maya Angelou is an American poet, autobiographer, storyteller, civil rights activist, a voice of the black people in short. So she was a singer, dancer, actress, composer. Maya Angelou became Hollywood's first female black director and heaped name and fame upon herself as an essayist, playwright and poet. She wrote series of 7 autobiographies which is really famous. Angelou worked for Dr. Martin Luther King Jr., Malcolm X. She served on 2 presidential committees, Gerald Ford in 1975 and Jimmy Carter in 1977. President Bill Clinton awarded Angelou with the National Medal of Arts in the year 2000. Even President Barack Obama awarded her the Presidential Medal of Freedom, the highest civilian honor in the US. Accolades came to her even after her death. On May 28, 2014, over 50 honorary degrees. So that is the legend Lady Maya Angelou. Let me share a bit of the story of her personal life, that what made her, what are all the harsh experiences she had in her life. She was just 7-year-old. Her mother's boyfriend cuddled her and then raped her. Her uncles killed that man who raped Maya Angelou. And Maya Angelou felt so guilty and responsible for the death of that person, she stopped talking. She remained mute for 5 years, and during which she read classics of William Shakespeare, Charles Dickens and black authors like Langston Hughes and Paul Laurence Dunbar. When she was 12.5-year-old, Angelou started thanks to the services of Mrs. Flower, of whom she wrote in a moment of friendship. Actually, she remembered the person who helped her to come out of her trauma. Actually, in 1986, she written a moment of friendship to Mrs. Flowers. And it sounds like Miss Anna Sullivan in Helen Keller's life, how she played an important role in Helen Keller's life. Like that, similarly, Mrs. Flower played an important role in Maya Angelou's life, to which in her memory she wrote a thing that is a moment of friendship in the year 1986. And in her sweet 17, Angelou managed to get graduate from high school before giving birth to a son whose name is Guy. She worked hard to fulfill her responsibility. Angelou was first African American and first female streetcar conductor in San Francisco. Her oppressor, it means society, left her in pain and shame, but she bounced back to life. She fought for herself. People wanted to see her broken, people wanted to see her shattered, but she rose. She rose above everyone's control. So this is the inspiration which Maya Angelou gives, that how much the society wants to pressurize us, the society wants to see us broken and shattered. What we need to do is to go positive, show them with success, kill them with success, so that let them get jealous and let them get killed by the success of us. So this is what Maya Angelou is going to inspiring us with her poem Still I Rise. So the people who doesn't like us, so this poem here, Still I Rise, is actually collectively told to black people. Okay, I rise is not a singular here, it is I rise, still I rise, it representing to every black people here. I say that this one is not only for black people, this is for every woman who is being oppressed by the society, every Dalit who is being oppressed by the society, every person who is being oppressed just because of his caste, just because of his religion, just because of racism, just because of the color, whatever. So every person who is being getting pressurized for being divorcee, for being a widow, for being for not getting married even after 30s, blah blah blah. This one is for every that who's showing the middle finger to the society. Okay, so let's not get so thing. Let's get started. Okay, Still I Rise by Maya Angelou. You may write me down in history with your bitter, twisted lies. You may trod me in the very dirt, but still like dust I'll rise. So you may try to show the history that we agree that Africans were slaves, the black peoples were slaves in America. They were having the ill treatment. You may add us in the history with your bitter, twisted lies. You may try to add me in every of your dirt, but like dust I will rise above from your dirt. Does my sassiness upset you? Why are you beset with gloom? 'Cause I walk like I've got oil wells pumping in my living room? So does my sassiness means does my rudeness upset you? Why your face is getting dull? Why your face is glooming? Why it's not getting shine? The shine opposite is gloom, okay? Your faces are getting dull just because I walk with the confidence like I have a lot of well, like an oil well which is being pumping in my own living room. Just like moons and like suns with the certainty of tides, just like hopes springing high, still I'll rise. So here, just like moons and suns means she is referencing here to herself. Like sun and moon, I will come ahead, I will raise. Moon and sun stands for time and season. So here, moon night time, when it is total darkness, she may go through with the total darkness, but again she will shine in the day. And even as a moon, when the evening comes, when there is darker, again she will shine like a moon. And after that, the magnetic force surround the moon has an impact on the rise and fall of water. So that is why the tides has the impact, the sun and moon has the impact on the tides. Like that itself, whatever the tide happens in the sea and water. So how the sun and moon controls the tide, high tides, low tides, like that only there are various levels. When I know when to shine more and how to, whatever the ups and downs come in my life, but anyhow I am very much confident in my life. I know how to deal with my pain, and I know how to fix myself when I get broken, and I know how to rise again. After that, she asked to the society, did you want to see me broken, bowed head and lowered eyes? shoulder falling down like teardrops, weakened by my soulful cries. The society will get happy when we are broken, when we are shattered, when we are like helpless. That is why she is asking to the society, do you really want to see me broken, bowed head, lowered eyes? The society wants, no? Again, she is asking the question, does my haughtiness offend you? Don't you take it awful hard? Because I laugh like I've got gold mines digging in my own backyard. It means like, what is the thing which is making you to get so jealous? I have the confidence, I'm dealing my life with my own courage. So that what is going to make you so jealous? Why I'm not getting pressurized with your things, I'm not getting controlled by you. That is the thing which is making you a trouble. Because I laugh with such confidence, because I have the confidence in my abilities and capabilities. I am working hard towards my own betterment. What is your problem? Why you are thinking like I laugh like I have got gold mines? Yes, digging in my own backyard. Now again Maya says, you may shoot me with your words, you may cut me with your eyes, you may kill me with your hatefulness, but still like air I'll rise. So whatever criticism you may give me, you may try to shoot me with your words, you may try to cut me with your eyes, but whatever, like air I'll rise. Here, does my sexiness upset you? Does it come as a surprise that I dance like I've got diamonds at the meeting of my thighs? So, if I'm having the confidence, I'm trying to enjoy myself, the way I am, I'm trying to be free. Does it upsets you? If I dance like I've got diamonds, if I wear a diamond diamond ring in my hand, it will surely meet into my thighs. When I sit, when I dance, my hand will flow over and meet to my thighs. Then why does my sexiness is upsetting you, huh? Out of the huts of history's shame I rise. So the hut of history's shame is nothing but African people were used as the slaves. So even after going through with a very deep rooted pain, I have rised from that history's shame. I have came out of that hut of the history's shame, up from the past which was very much deeply rooted in pain. I have rise. I'm a black ocean. Here, black ocean, she has referred to every black people. I'm a black ocean, leaping and wide, welling and swelling, I bear in the tide. So, I'm trying to live. I'm a black ocean, and we are welling and swelling, and in the tide. And I have left behind the night of terrors, the night of fear. Out of the fear and terror I have rise, and I saw a daybreak. I saw clearly what my future is, and I rise, bringing the gift that my ancestors gave. The ancestors, like how we Indians were waiting for the India to get freedom, like that the people were also wanted to get freedom from the slavery. So when we are out of the slavery, it is the gift of our ancestors. I am the dream and hope of the slave. So the people who were my ancestors, who were slaves, they dreamed to become free. I am that hope of that slavery. And I rise, I rise, I rise. I rise means when you see a phoenix bird, like have you seen a movies of I hope you would have seen movies of Magnificent. So in that movie you would have seen a bird. Bird, when it burns into ashes, okay, it does not remain ashes. It becomes a new life. It becomes a new bird. It comes out with a new life. Similarly, phoenix is that kind of a bird. So how much you may try to burn me, still I will rise like a bird, which is a phoenix. I will not remain as ashes. I will raise from all of my pressures. I will raise from all of my controls. I will raise from all of the boundaries you try to set. I will raise from all the stereotypes you want to make. So this is all about, this is not only for women, I say. This is not only for the black people, I say. This poem is really inspiring to every individual who is being criticized, oppressed, pressurized by the society. That you are a Dalit, you cannot become an IAS or IPS or a bigger position in politics, etc. Like you are a woman, you cannot go for the engineering or anything. You are a divorcee, you cannot have a, you can, why are you would be the fault for getting the divorces. To the men who try to help their spouse and but they get criticized by the society that he is letting the woman to go in and out and he is doing all the household chores. It is between their understanding, no? So this is for each and every person, not only to the black woman, not only to the black society. This is for each and every individual who is being oppressed by the society. You have to say that whatever you try to make me ashes, but I will not remain ashes, I will rise, because I have no option but to rise. I hope this video is helpful to you. If you found this video helpful, do like, share, subscribe. Okay. Let's remember this beautiful lady Maya Angelou with this inspiring poem, Still I Rise. So nothing will work unless you do, okay? So if something is pressurizing, just rise above from that. Thank you very much.